Keith, what jersey are you wearing?
This is the one that I got. It's the 0708 Blackburn Rovers jersey. This was like when I first started watching the Premier League. This was like the team that I kind of followed other than Chelsea, and I really liked. Mark Hughes was the coach in this period, and this was like when they were the most fun. They had like a lot of like streets will not forget players, like Morten Gabs Pedersen and Benny McCarthy. Robbie Savage played for them for a while. Really fun guys. So hello and welcome to episode 116. I'm with Tico and Enzo. My name is Keith. We are Draft Offsides. Follow us at Draft Offsides. I'm going to say it in the beginning this time because I always say it in the end, and who knows how many people actually get there.
Everyone, obviously.
Game week 15 is in the books. We are looking at some big swings, some dramatic moments. Is what it was Sergey saying that Emery is Arteta's daddy? Is that the
He's being him, man.
Yeah, you love to see it for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like it's the whole league feels very like rock paper scissors right now. Like this team beats this team, this beats this team, beats this team.
Except Wolves, they beat no one.
Yes, they beat no one.
Yeah,
Arsenal looks good though. Still, if I can be honest. But did you see that post? They're like, "Do you like some pie? Arsenal crumble." You seen it?
Oh my god, that's so good. I mean, I think it's almost at this point it's getting to where even though they are the best team, just the mental load that they have to carry of like kind of being like bottle job, like that. Like even if they're not, but just like kind of having that kind of chain around their neck is mentally tough.
It's gonna be great once they get past it. They're gonna get past it.
I think they will too. I mean, I honestly like they're such a better team than everyone else. Just as far as completeness goes, and as far as like depth and everything. But
yeah.
Can I get a counterpoint to it?
Yes.
Can't score goals. What did the great Davida said? You just have to put the ball in the net. That's all that counts. Can't score goals.
He said a few other things that are pretty funny.
What else does Davide say?
You have to go home. You have to balls.
You gotta have
personality, balls.
I fucking love that guy. There's another. He had so many catchphrases.
What about like when we? So this for all our listeners, Davide was a guy we used to play with. He was like, from Italy, from Sicily, but like straight from Sicily, kind of. And he was just like a maestro. Like he was so good, but he just could not move. He was like he was so good on the ball. So it was like my job was literally just to run around him and do the defensive work for both of us. So he could do it.
He ever went into a half.
He did not have a build of a soccer player at all. He was like wide body frame, but like technically gifted, could do everything.
It was funny.
My favorite Davida story is one time we were talking about like, I don't know, like some like classic legend players. He looks at me, he goes like, "Hey, Roberto Baggio, his daughter." I fucked it. Like, all right.
The other really funny one was him when we had like a good win, and he's like, "All right, boys, yeah, that's great. We should all go home tonight and make love to our wives. Like that's what we need to do now." We're like, what? Out of control. Okay, sorry, got sidetracked.
All right, we got sidetracked.
And also the league we played, it was like some random ass Sunday league. It's not like we were.
Oh yeah, it's not. It was atrocious. Okay, some of the biggest things. I think the top of the show. We really need to speak about this. Xavi Simons, 22.5 points. Nobody started him though.
Nope.
I definitely the first thing I saw when he scores, like, did Enzo start him? I was like, nobody started him.
Nobody started him.
I think it gives you just enough hope to probably not drop him.
Yeah,
it's a string you along.
Unless he goes on a 5-game doing it again. I feel like if he can do the same thing what Jeremy Pino's doing, which is keep the momentum going, and what Foden's doing right now. Yeah, I'd keep him. Like, honestly, he looked more complete this game and more comfortable. He actually didn't lose the ball as much, which was good. And he made some good runs. But the style of play looked different. We were doing more balls over the top, which looked a lot different than we usually do. So maybe that works out for him.
I think even the goal was he just got the ball, he dribbled ahead and like he had open space, which not taking anything away from him. But I feel like that's more his style as opposed to kind of when the defense has a chance to like set their defense. I don't think he's going to be as effective. And when you look at Tottenham, they obviously have tomorrow they have a game with the Champions League. Be interesting to see if he plays and how well he plays, and then they play Forest. So I don't know if both of you have him on the team. Would you guys start him against Forest, depending how? Let's say he doesn't play against in the Champions League against.
I was going to ask Enzo this. I might play him either way. I feel like he's gonna always do better in the Champions League because we've talked about how the Champions League is a lot more a transitional league. Teams want to play at you, you know. You look at Florian Wirtz, he's looked really good in the Champions League. Xavi Simons has looked good in the Champions League in other games. But I think either way, when you look at Forest, like they lost 3-0 to Everton last game. They're not like they were having a little bit of a renaissance, but like, you know, they barely beat Wolves. They beat Wolves 1-0 the game before that. It's not like they're, you know, they're not like this. Yeah, so I would be open to it given the right circumstances, but I'm not like it's not 100% lock. You know, that I don't think you need to start Xavi Simons after one good game.
No, I don't think you have to. But if you want to try to, you know, start him while he's hot, it's the best time to do it because if he could have a good game next game and then flop the one after.
Well, the following 2 games is because that's kind of Force is the only one you would play him. Afterwards, it's Liverpool, I think.
Yep.
And
who are playing great.
And Palace.
Who's playing really bloody well? They're 4th right now.
Are we really that concerned about Liverpool?
Oh, you're mute.
I'm muted?
Oh
no.
No, you would. It was you weren't. No sound was coming out, but you came back. Am I worried about Liverpool?
Like I'm just saying that like they've been conceding. Like they're not this team that like they're at this moment in time. You know, like all soccer is so form based, and like we're talking about Xavi Simons, we're talking about do we ride the lightning with them or not? And it's like with Liverpool, it's like in the past it's always like, oh, I maybe not want to start against my team, players against Liverpool, but now it's like, are you that scared? As someone like, are you that scared to start your players against Liverpool? I don't think. And
they're looking a bit low. I know Nketiah scored 2 goals the last game. However, they did just Gakpo went off injured. It looks like he might be out for a while. Chiesa's ill still, so he might not be playing for a little bit. So are they going to start a young player, or are they going to put Watts on the left, and who are they going to put in the 10?
Yeah, I mean Salah. This conceivably would be his last game before AFCON, but it might actually be his last game ever after those comments that came out this week.
Bro.
Do you guys want to talk about that? Like, I know it's not super fantasy. I mean, it's super fantasy relevant, but it's also like, I feel like it's if I still own Salah, I got rid of him a few weeks ago. I would be like a rat leaving a sinking ship trying to get rid of him right now. But I think you should try and get anything you can for him.
But who would do that right now?
Well, I mean, the flip side is I was talking to a friend about this who shall not be named, Voldernate, but what is that look you guys are both giving me? Okay. Anyways, he was saying he's like, what are the chances that Salah goes away to AFCON and then Salah gets fired in the meantime? And then if Salah comes back, then what? You know what I mean? So I think that there's maybe a shred of that, but I just feel like the comments that Salah put out, he's kind of asking the board and the Fenway group to choose him or Slot. That's the vibe I got out of it.
Well, there's also a counterpoint to this where what if he goes to AFCON, he plays like shit, and Liverpool play amazing while he's gone?
It's totally possible.
I think that's
totally possible.
More likely scenario
but let's stick to if you stick to the facts, he's been dropped from the Champions League fucking squad. He's got benched the last 2 games. Like he's probably on the way out.
I mean, the fact that he came out and spoke, he's only spoken like 4 times in his whole Liverpool career. And it's always when he wants something, or you know, like it's always like when he can use it to his advantage. You know, it's never like
agreed.
Yeah,
agreed. But this is a horrible way to go out. Perfectly honest, horrible way to go out.
What superstars go out well though? Like look at Messi, the way he went out with Barcelona, how he felt like they pushed him to the side.
Gracias.
Look at Mbappe with PSG. Like I think that all the biggest names, it feels like there's a lot of ego and there's a lot of there's always going to be a little bit of just collision.
No. But Messi didn't go out that bad because remember he wanted to leave and he tried to go out that way.
No,
but then after
he didn't want to leave. He did not want to leave.
No, the first time around. And then the second time around, he didn't want to leave, but they couldn't afford it. So that was more financial.
There was no farewell goodbye. He just did.
There was no farewell. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But that was so abrupt. But I don't think the club did him dirty. A player that did go out well,
Cristiano Ronaldo at United, like that wasn't a good leave either. Like I think just when you get to when these guys get older, I don't know. I just feel like it's
Raul went out well.
This guy went out
Son went out well because he's humble.
Stay humble.
Not if you ask Tom.
Not if you ask our psychotic league mates. Our Sith Lord league mates.
Who's on an 11-game winning streak.
I know. I don't want to talk about it. But he's letting the hate flow through him. He's letting the hate flow through him. It's working. Okay. Okay, but so what are we doing with Salah? Like, is there any point where you're being like, I'm gonna ride this out and just hope for the best, or are you thinking I'll take? Like, if someone offered you Harry Wilson for Salah right now, would you be like, I'll take Harry Wilson?
No.
I think if you could trade Salah for any player that you could start, any rotational player on the fantasy roster, I think
a forward 3, a midfield 3.
Yeah, like because ends. I know, like, just forget the name.
No, I am forgetting the name.
Forget the draft value. Forget the draft capital.
Forget everything. Look at, because it's not like he was playing great and he got benched. Look at the games when he was playing and he was starting. Like, he started off great, 19 points, 11 points, 0, 12, 9, 5, 8.5, 8, 0. So, you know what? Actually, like, fantasy-wise, he's been okay, averaging 10 points. But the way
what you're expecting.
The way what he was doing last year and the years previous, he was getting a lot of ghost points. Now it's goal or bust. He's becoming like a Haaland type of player, and he doesn't put in the goal kind of volume to justify holding on to him. Obviously, there's a chance, like, players could get injured and he could become a starter. But, like, do you want to, like, give me Nunez, the defender from City, over him? I'll take him in a heartbeat.
From City. Yeah,
City, yeah.
I agree.
I'll take Morgan Rogers.
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
I think but those are like, I don't think you'll get those even. I think you're looking at like
Richarlison.
Mateta.
Oh, Mateta, I'd stop up in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
I think all these are. I think we're like,
because he's like a forward 2, forward 3.
Yeah, that's. I'm looking at, like, okay, so I'm looking at the top 20 forwards. The 20th ranked forward is Ollie Watkins. I would take Ollie Watkins in a heartbeat over Mo Salah right now. Jorginho Ruder. I would take Jorginho Ruder in a heartbeat over Mo Salah right now.
Oof, wow, it's
that bad.
Wow. All right.
I think when you get to that second page where it's like the ranked 21st forwards, where you're like, okay, like, these are the ones where I'd maybe,
like, if you're really trying to get something. But if I own Rutter, I'm not gonna go for Mo Salah. If I have Morgan Rogers, I'm not gonna go for Mo. You know what I mean? I'm just saying on the other side. So you're most with Salah at the moment, unless you're stuck. In my opinion, you're stuck with him unless there's an idiot in your league.
But but I'm saying you should be trying to get rid of him. You should if you have Salah, you should be actively trying to be like, hey, I'm trying to think of a good example.
Who'd you trade him to?
Not me. Derek does now, because I traded him. I traded Salah away. So. like I don't know, like, but where's the line? To me, the line is maybe like Alex Iwobi. I'd take Alex Iwobi over Salah.
I take Alex Iwobi. If you go by consistency and starting, yes.
What about Dango Atara, the 22nd ranked midfielder? So far, I think easy.
Is he starting every game now?
Pretty much. I mean, and especially with what's his name going to AFCON for Brentford.
All right, I think I found the line.
Okay, what's the line? That's pretty good. But that's like, yeah. I mean, it's from a forward perspective. If someone offered you Sesko, I might just bite the bullet. I might just pray.
Upside, yeah.
I might just, the upside of Salah coming back might just be worth it. Because, like, we're talking about him like it's been a disaster and he's the 10th ranked.
No, but you're definitely, if you do keep him, you keep him all the way until he's definitely gone in January, and then you have no choice but obviously to drop him. Yeah,
you're going all or nothing. You're saying, I'm going to ride this thing till the end.
So, yeah. Let me give the proper advice to everyone listening to this. I think.
Oh my god!
Because if you trade him now, obviously you're going to downgrade the player you're getting.
You're going to get less, or significantly less. Yeah.
Better off hold him up. Hold on until January, see if he stays or not. If he stays, after a good game, then you try to shop him.
I don't know, but like you might not get. But if he doesn't stay, then you're going to get nothing.
But Keith, do you want to trade him to someone else? Obviously, someone in your league, and then him stays and he has like a renaissance.
I just did it. Yes, I want to do that. I did that before this news.
But you did that when you could get equal quality player. Right now, you're not gonna get someone of equal value. You're gonna get someone.
But I'm saying that I don't even think it's worth. I think that if you can get if someone's willing to give you, I don't even know. Like, that's the thing. It's so hard to even know. Like, if someone would offer you Anton Stash for Salah, I would take Stash.
All right,
like, wait. I'm there now. I'm like,
no.
like,
I think those are players that you could find on waiver wires too, possibly. So
I don't know. What about Kieran Dewsbury Hall? Probably not. Maybe you would. Yeah.
Right now, I'm gonna send him a trade offer for Mo Salah.
Who are you gonna trade? Who are you gonna send? Look at Derek. Who are you offering?
I want to offer the Lap or Savio.
Let's all send him a trade offer right now. Let's all, while we're on here, let's send him a trade offer.
All right, I'm gonna send him for the Lap. But the problem is,
okay, I'm gonna send him an offer for, I don't even want to give up anyone. Like, well, who am I gonna like Jacob Murphy? Like, I'd almost rather have Jacob Murphy than Mo Salah.
All right, so you guys are telling me you have no one on your waiver wires that you're gonna add this week. Well, that's why you're a loser.
Okay, I'll send an offer for Amari Hutchinson. What do you think about that?
So I'm dropping Liam Delap. I'm sending him a trade offer for Delap. I'm gonna
offer him Amari Hutchinson, who's the 21st ranked forward for Mo Salah, and he's gonna say no, but that's fine. But it's just kind of funny. I think the idea is that I'm pretty convinced that unless something major happens, that Salah's not going to be there anymore. He got dropped from the Champions League. So let's not. I think we're kind of beating a dead horse on this, but I just think that I think at the end of the day that I don't think he's going to be there. Tico thinks there's still more of a chance than from what you're saying, Tico. I think that I'm thinking it's like very, very small percentage. Yeah, I think the one thing in Nate, what I said about Nate though, is like if Slot leaves, maybe. That would be the thing. Okay, let's move on. We got a lot. Sorry, that was a really long one. Mark Gahey scores a late fantasy winner against Fulham, and Harry Wilson, who had scored a great goal prior to that. Mark Gahey got 17.25 points. Yeah, he did fine. I mean, there's no like the ghost wasn't great. 7.25. I think that's fine. I think if as a defender you're fine. Gahey's continuing to be great. I think we're still talking about of all the players available, how many of the top defenders are Crystal Palace defenders of the top?
Well,
I mean, of the top 10, it's like of the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of the top 6, 4 of them are Palace defenders.
Just for the game week?
No. Total.
Jenna.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of Palace defenders, Muniz didn't play last minute scratch for minor injury. Just something to keep an eye out.
Yeah, let's see what it says. Knee injury. Oh, you never love to see that.
Yeah. Gueye is ranked for total points and points per game higher than Daniel Muniz.
Yeah. Well,
never mind.
Yeah, he's the number one defender.
Yeah, just
Gueye's the number one defender.
Total
194.75 points. Crazy world we're living in, where Mark Gueye, when you look at how he scored last year and how he scored every year prior to this, we're nowhere near this level.
He would always get off to a hot start and like the first few games, and then he would drop off. But this year he kind of sustained it.
Yeah, Enzo, you're saying like the thought was that he was going to go to Liverpool. So you think he'd really trade to go to Liverpool right now, given what's going on there and what's going on at Palace? I mean, money is a hell of a lure though too, you know. Oh, interesting. Like a Real Madrid maybe who no longer are interested in Konate. Konate played his way out of a Real Madrid handshake.
So
he's going to do really well wherever he plays. He's great.
But here's the thing: if you're a player of Gueye's stature, obviously you think you're one of the best center backs defenders in the world. So when you look at a team like Liverpool, you're like, hey, I could go and fix a lot of the problems they're having in the back because they're letting in goals. So he has to have that mentality as well. And Real Madrid came out and told Liverpool they're not going to go after Konate end of this year. So I don't think Real Madrid's going to go after Gueye, but it seems like Liverpool done is kind of pretty clear unless something drastic happens.
Yeah, I wouldn't be worried if you're a Gueye owner. I wouldn't be worried about it right now. We'll cross that bridge when you get there. If that's the risk you always. Really? Okay, interesting. I like that. Okay. Another thing, talking about Yeremy Pino, another goal contribution, 16.5 points. We're talking a few in a row where he's been good, huh? Yeremy Pino. And it's lining up nicely with Sarr going to AFCON. I don't know. I mean, he's been fine. He had a huge game, and then a 7.7, 21 points, 7.75, 2.5, and then you had this one, 16.5. That's fine. You're okay with that. But I think Pino's on waivers because Pino is still not owned in 50% of leagues, which is in my mind crazy. But I think it just took him a little bit of time to get adjusted. We're all really excited for him when he came in, but sometimes it takes players a little bit of time, and you gotta kind of have patience with players. And I think he's a good example of that. And now, like, the opportunity is going to be there quite a bit because Ismail Sarr is going to AFCON. Yeah. Well, then the last thing in this game is just we talked about Harry Wilson. We talked about him. Was that 2 episodes ago or last episode? But just about Fulham in general. And I was saying that I've kind of been a fan of Wilson, and I think that he might be one of the good bets. And he keeps doing it. I think the build-up for that was beautiful. Everything about that, just his little touch, and Raul Jimenez it was mostly him, but it was just still such a good little play. Yeah. Yeah. Mohammed Kudus, 3 double-digit games in a row. Is his slump over? He scored 14.5. It feels like it. I mean, I think the one thing with Kudus is that you're hoping for a little more like Ghost. Like his slump's over because he's gotten a few like goals and assists, you know? But yeah, I mean, this one was better. He got 14.5 goals. But like the 2 games prior when he was double digits, they were a goal and an assist, where you want him to be running past people. So, last year he was one of, if not had one of the highest like successful contested dribbles. You want more of that. But in this game, I mean, he had 5, which is huge. That's a huge amount. So that's a really good question, Enzo. I'm going to look it up right now. I think it has to be Doku, right? Wow. We have a tie at the top, my guys. And it's Jeremy Doku and Mohammed Kudus. And that's why you're 11-5 in that league. That's why you're doing so well. Yakuba Minta's the 3rd place, and he has like 9 behind both of them. Few games. But I think he's played every single game. So yeah, I mean,
same thing with Kudus. He's played 14 games and he started 14 games. Whereas Jeremy Doku, what makes it so amazing is he's played 15 games, started 11. So he's playing less 11 games, and he's only averaging 62 minutes per game. So Doku's just like the dribbling god.
Yeah, I mean, he's also just on right now. So yeah. All right, next one. Cash scores big. Cash hit the money, as they say. 19 points. Is it worth making a move for the informed Villa defender, Mohamed Salah or Matty Cash? What an insane! Can you imagine us saying that at the beginning of the year during the draft? That is an insane kind of comment. Yeah, I mean, what we're talking. So he had 2 games just under 10. Yeah, 9.5, 9.75, and then it's been 13, 11.5, 19. Damn, he has been good. He is Villa's number 1 player, without a doubt, right? He was Villa's number 1 player when we looked at him a few weeks ago. He is just, but he's always had a little bit of that in him. But for whatever reason, this season it's kind of being unlocked.
Well, if back in 2020, 21, and 21, 22 season, he was averaging over 9 points per game.
Yeah. So, I mean, love to see it. What else we got? Hey, sorry, my dog is here, and he just tried to have a bottle of sparkling water, and he just saw that I put it on the ground, and then tried to grab it and run off with it.
Can dogs have sparkling water?
No, but he just likes the bottle. He doesn't realize like he's gonna start chewing on it. And he's gonna poke a hole in it. And there's gonna be sparkling water going everywhere. Okay. What else we got? Anthony Gordon scored a goal, 19.25 points. So more than just a goal too. I mean, the goal is he got about 8 for the goal. So he got about 9 for the goal. So he got about 10 ghosts, which is probably one of his highest ghost games. Like ghost scores prior to that too. Oh, yeah. That would be interesting. Yeah, we should look at that. I think the biggest thing is the successful contested dribbles. He had 3, which like the games where he was really bad, it was 0, 0, 0, 1. So that's huge. I also think it's huge like that he took the penalties. I mean, that's always going to help. And so in our matchup, so I have Gordon in one league, but in our main league, Enzo has Gordon. I had Voltemade, and when that penalty got drawn, I was like, who is going to get this penalty? Because Voltemade scored a few and Gordon scored a few, and I was like, who's going to be the one? And it looked like, I'm not sure if you were watching, but Gordon had the ball and was just staring at the keeper, and Voltemade was standing right behind him. And it was just like, I thought he was going to hand it off, but B, I thought like Voltemade was like talking to him like, yo, give me the ball. And Gordon was like, ignore him. I don't know that for sure, but it was just such a weird, like, it was such a weird situation where it was just like, I was like waiting with bated breath to see who's going to take it. Like more than, it was a very wild situation.
I don't know why. I don't like it when the striker doesn't take the penalty. I always want the striker to take it.
I think
like a couple of years ago when Sergio Ramos' last year at Real Madrid, it was so weird for him to take every single penalty.
Was he taking every single one?
Every single one.
So over who was it Benzema that was kind of the
Benzema was there, Vinny was there, Hazard was on the bench, Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, most of the time. Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, Marcelo, like who was on the left wing? Vinny. That's what I'm saying. He didn't. I'm just saying the team.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think the one thing is that Gordon's really integral to Newcastle, and the fact that he's been out of form, I kind of get it from that sense. Like Voltemade, he's going to be good, and you're going to be fine there. But I think with Gordon, it's like getting him to get his kind of swagger back is pretty crucial for them to kick on. I do want to shout out to Wissa, came on and played a few. What? Oh no, Bruno G's great. Yeah, love Bruno G. A little too much. Love him so much I let him go. I want to shout out Wissa that in fact he played. So I think that's huge news. Tico, are you feeling phenomenal about that?
Amazing, because we talked about it. He's not going to AFCON.
He's not going to AFCON.
So
yeah.
Which means
it's the best case scenario.
Really. Yeah, so that's like what 5-6 more games. So it's going to be amazing.
It makes up for some of the miss that from the 15 that he missed.
Because I drafted him with having very high hopes for him.
Yeah.
Another shout out to Newcastle player Fabian Schär. I guess no longer concussed. He started, played 90 minutes, 9.5 points, which fits about solid. Yeah, no clean sheet, 9.5 points. So we know what Schär's gonna do, something about like that. So it's a good defender to hold on to. We always talk about how Newcastle defense is always consistently good.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, okay, look at like Botman's injured right now. Lewis Hall and Livramento are both coming back from injury, so I think that their loads need to be managed a little bit. So they're going to be, there's going to be games where they're rested, especially on these weeks where it's a few games in a row. And then you have Dan Burn who can just do anything. You literally could put him anywhere on the field and he'll do it. So yeah, it makes sense, and that makes sense that Schär. I'm not like sitting here being like, I don't think Schär would maybe be the. Do you think Schär would start over Dan Burn if Lewis Hall is healthy? If Lewis Hall was 100% fitness, ready to go? I don't know. I'm not sure, but you think? Okay. You think Schär? I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think there's a good amount of rotation there. Okay, Bowen. He looked very good for West Ham. I thought he scored a goal, and it was fine. I think they played against Brighton. I thought it was a pretty good goal. What do you mean it was just an okay goal? That angle's like it was like almost impossible against Brighton. It was like Callum Wilson kind of put him through. There's just the weirdest angle, and he slid and scored. I was really impressed with it. But even before that, I thought he just looked so much better. I was watching that being like, this is like, that Phil Nicholas meme where he's like, yeah, or Phil, was it, what I'm talking about? The Phil, no, not was that's Phil Mickelson, right? Jack Nicklaus.
Oh, the Departed.
Yeah, the Departed meme. That's like how I was watching Bowen in this West Ham game. I was like, yes, like play like this, like, because I just saw that. He looked like he was back to like what made him his best a few years ago. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I felt that way. I was like, yeah. So it's good. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Bowen. Even like if you delete the goal, I'd feel really good about where he's at. For sure. Okay, got to talk Phil Foden real quick. Another game, another Phil Foden goal. That is now 5 goals in 3 games. 28.5, 30.25, 22.5. Yeah. Probably not. But I think at the end of the day, he's going to at least do 1 more week. I think at the end of the day, though, he's going to keep, I think he's just a little bit back. Like, he's like, he's a little bit back. No, I mean, Phil Foden, what was it? It was 2 years ago where Phil Foden was being drafted in the 2nd or 3rd round and delivered first round value. Last year, he was being drafted in the 1st round and was non-existent. Yeah, this year, the first, 12 games, he did not a lot. But now, all of a sudden, he's doing great. And so I feel like that's what it means. So, like, I can't imagine he's going to, I mean, if he continues this, he could keep first round value. But I think on any Pep team, it's just hard. We talked about that. Like, a lot of us me and Tico were both saying that we'd rather have a guy that was consistently starting games, but maybe not. I mean, if he's going to come in and do this,
I think players like this are the exception. But I think all 3 of us, I know Keith for sure, had high hopes for Foden. We thought both of us were gonna have a great year. If he was available in the 2nd round, I was gonna draft him just because I felt like because he's crucial to the team. Yeah, and Pep always speaks highly of him. So amazing to see him. He has 5 goals in 3 games. That's fucking insane. I mean, competition wasn't great, but still, that's insane. And he's also getting you growth points as well. It's great to see Foden. Ruben Diaz scored a goal after I dropped him, so I'm mad about that.
Yeah, I think the one thing with Foden too, and this is like such a draft thing where I think when a player's coming off his best, like his career season, I sometimes will fade him, and we've talked about this before, like, and so that's like last year I was kind of fading Foden in drafts for that reason, even though the year before I'd had him and he was phenomenal. And this year, yeah, Tigo, I was really interested in him because I was looking at that situation being like, he was kind of sick, he was coming off a Euros. And like, like there's clearly some stuff going on with him that was outside of just the footballing. He's still so young. I was like, like if anyone can bounce back, it's not like an older player that he doesn't have that kind of like bounce still in him, So I think Foden is great. I think Foden could kick on and have a great rest of the season.
I cannot explain to you guys how frustrating it is as someone who's owned Jeremy Doku and Szoboszlai for the first 2 years they've been in the league. And this is the first year I don't own them. Well, Szoboszlai I traded away. And both of them are having their amazing years.
Career seasons. Yeah.
And especially Doku, especially depending where you drafted him, is a fucking league winner. If you got him in the 5th round, you're getting top first round value.
I know. It's brutal. It's brutal. That's what we love. Last thing about this, Rayan Cherki, 34.5 points, 2 assists. Ghost points push him over the edge. Yes. I think that might be the assist of the season so far too with that Rabona.
Which Pep criticized after that piece of shit, Pep Guardiola.
What do you say? Well, how can you criticize? What do you say?
Oh, you guys didn't see this?
Mm-mm.
So he said, I told Cherki to learn from Messi. He said it was an amazing pass that he tried to, left foot, right foot. But when you look at Messi, he never tried a pass like that. He made the simple play and he never missed a pass. So he said he wants Cherki to learn from Messi and not try to have character on the field.
No.
And yeah. We all agree, right? Pep's ruining football. We hate him.
I think it's like you either die here or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Like Mourinho went through this. I feel like we're kind of going through it with Pep right now, where there's like this counter narrative where like Pep's ruining football. Like I think everyone's kind of in that thought process.
He's ruining it, piece of shit. Real quick, I saw. Speaking of Jose Mourinho, I saw something where it showed one of his seasons at Chelsea, where week 1 he was first overall, Chelsea. Week 2 they were 2nd place, and the rest of the year they were first. which I thought was one of the more amazing statistics from Jose Mourinho.
That was probably the year where they let in was it? Yeah,
it could have been the year when he came back and they were almost going to go invincible. I think it was that year with Hazard.
Yeah. Trossard leaves the field 42 minutes. I feel like that dude's always leaving the field. I don't know if it's just in my head, but he's always there's always this injury concern, Martinelli or Eze is the question here. I am more even when Eze starts, it's like he's kind of turning into a boom or bust player. Have you guys noticed that with him? I mean, his last three. I mean, he put up a 42.5 pointer, and then his 3 scores after that: 4.25, 3, 1. And it's of course one of them he only had 30 minutes, one of them he only had a half. It's just you started him.
And Eze was subbed off at halftime. Martinelli came on, scored a goal, and then he got injured. But
Martinelli got injured, or you mean Trossard?
No, I'm sorry, Trossard got injured. He came in, scored a goal, got injured. The one thing I would say for Eze, kind of like a silver lining thing, is this team has been injured when it comes to their midfield with Odegaard, Eze, and Trossard playing. Maybe he will get into more of a rhythm. It is hard to come to a new team once the year started. Midfield's kind of rotational, so I think this is going to be Eze at his bottom. I think if he does get better, it will gradual as the year goes on. Obviously, there's also a chance that this is who he is now on Arsenal.
Yeah.
I'll give you the love for him.
I know, I probably should have. Talked about Salah. Nketiah, 28.25 points with 2 goals, 2 quick goals too. Isak on the bench. He's keeping Isak on the bench right now, huh? Well, he can't even get on the field. He came on the 67th minute. Just it's killer. And I think this is where one of the those rules that there's unwritten rules. You talk about in drafting. It's one of the big things is you don't want to draft players that either are on new teams or have new managers. And not that you do that every time, but just that should always be a factor. And this is a perfect example because even all of us were oh, it's Isak and it's Liverpool, and there's no way that combo won't work. But it's just when you create uncertainty.
What the hell?
Yeah, fine. Okay, whatever.
Arsenal's pushing it.
I think we've been talking about we've been banging the AFCON drum for a long time. It's finally here. How are we feeling?
So
you guys missing a lot of players, or what's up with you guys?
I just said I have a mod.
A mod?
Yeah. So
that's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Just what I mean, he had another great. Wait, we didn't talk about United. We'll get back to it though. Just real quick on the Arsenal part of it. Ben White got the start. I don't know how he did. He had 6.75 points, and Calafiori is suspended for a game because of yellows. So Calafiori is going to be out for the next game. We love Arsenal defense. Who are they playing next? So they're playing Wolves. So clean sheet guaranteed. So keep an eye on it. Whoever gets the start, that's someone you want to play. The only downside would be if it's MLS, then you're not going to get the clean sheet points. You're just going to get 1 point instead of the 6. Why are we not talking about
Arsenal defense? Guys? I think the one thing
the defender did.
I think he might be MLS. I think they might have been doing the defender.
Yeah, he is a defender. So put a waiver, everyone.
What about Okay, I watched the extended highlights from this. So correct me, tell me if you guys were watching this game. I couldn't see it, but that first half didn't look good. The United scored on an error from Wolves. And then Wolves scored a goal. You know what I mean? It was 1-1.5. United obviously looked much better in the second half, but I'm just saying
So Mike, I watched the second half. Yeah,
the second half. You just watched the second half.
Yeah. One of my friends,
they look great.
I have a friend who's a coworker who's a United fan, and he said in the first half they looked terrible, and he only watched the first half. So we were kind of exchanging notes. Mason Mount has played up top a few times this year for them, and ever since Sesko has gone. But it's one of those rare games where everyone we thought is going to be good at Man U was Bruno Fernandes, 39, and Mbeumo, 23, Diallo, 21.25, Cunha, 19. So this is those games where we thought, hey, like, how is everyone going to put up points? They put up points. Who are going to, if they don't win the next game against Arsenal, which they probably won't, they will tie the record for starting the season longest without getting a win. I think it's Stangwood with QPR.
At this point, it's like not even about the team there. It's just they just are not doing well. What do you think about?
Do we know who they tied with?
I think he said, "Do we know who they tied with?"
Do we know who they tied with? One of them was Burnley. I'm pretty sure. The other one was West Ham. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they have 2 draws. Let me pull it up right now. That sound is terrible. Let's see. Tottenham,
it's really bad.
Tottenham. They tied Tottenham.
Okay, let's move on. I'm not liking this like wallowing in Enzo's sadness. I don't think Tottenham looked that bad. Tottenham got a win this week.
I wonder if Sergei knew that, or he just kind of. If he did, that'd be an amazing troll job. Yeah, no one's hearing that joke because your sound's cutting out.
Yeah, no one's hearing it because it was so bad that the internet decided that they were going to cut it out. Yeah, they were like. They're like, I can't believe you're going to repeat this joke, and they just started cutting your sound off.
Why does Sergei sound like he's like being held hostage in like a small like closet or something?
How come Tico and I are the only ones that can figure out how to get this shit out sorted?
Well, I think Sergei's on his phone driving home from work or something, so that's fair. That's fine. Whereas Enzo,
screen's flickering.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to talk about someone that's not on this list, but really briefly. Because we're talking about United and we're talking about Mason Mount. I think he might be owned in more than 50% of leagues at this point. So I'm not like, I don't know if he's like officially a waiver guy, but you should definitely check. Because the thing with him is Mbeumo's going away. Oh, he's 33% on. Mbeumo's going away. Setsko's still not healthy. I think Mount, Ahmad's going away too, right? Diallo? Like that, there's just a slot there. Like there's just a position there. He's a midfielder. So I just think that but he's a midfielder that plays in an attacking position. I think he's good. I think there's like some good value there, and like he scored a goal last week and got to ride the lightning. And he played in the game he started prior to that was against Crystal Palace on November 30th, and he scored a goal in that game too. So we're thinking about next one. Wesley Fofana, Chelsea, 33% owned. He's just been really solid. I mean, since he's come back and been into the team, most of the games he's been in have been really. Well, like high scoring, there's been a lot of clean sheets when he plays. Just seems like an easy no-brainer, and like at 33% owned, like most leagues, he's going to be available. So I would highly recommend that one. Another one, West Ham, Esperana Fernandes, mid 33% owned. He's had one of the best ghost returns of any player in the league, but I think it's like because he hasn't had goals and assists, it's not standing out on like the numbers, on like the on like the points totals and stuff like that. But his consistency has been phenomenal. And this, I think it only picked up this game. I think this might have been his best game so far, as like from a ghost perspective. Any thoughts there? Like, would you guys throw waivers on him? $2.5, 8.5, 9.75, 5.75, 12.5, 14.5, 13.5. Those are good numbers. Without a goal, and with one assist in that whole period. One assist, no goal in that whole period. I don't know. You can do the searching. I don't want to tell you where he is and isn't available, but I will say that I would put, if he's still available in the leagues, I'd be putting 5, 6, 7, 8 foul on him, no problem. Cool. I think if he's still available, he's pretty up there for me. Like I think that West Ham's been playing a little bit better, and he looks like he's a part of that. So I like him. We talked about Yeremy Pino at the top of the show. Palace, 48% owned. Saw away to AFCON, injured. He's starting to show up. I would probably take Fernandes over Pino though, just for the ghost point. value, but I think Pino's pretty up there too. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm telling you this, and you're gonna grab him. Oh, but you don't have any fab in this league, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah, so yeah, he's top fab target for sure. And then Yeremy Pino's up there though. I think if he's still available, but he's a little more owned. Jake O'Brien is the next one. Everton defender, 33% owned. Everton's been on a good run, and so ride the, like we were talking with defenses, ride the lightning, ride the good form. And he's a big CB that heads the ball. Love to see it. Another one, he played center back in this game, and I think he's been playing more center back. Yeah. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is dropped down below 50% owned, even despite having a few good games. Yeah. So, abysmal start to the season, seeing his ownership plummet, but with Nuno in there, and like they're like kind of talked about with Fernandes, like they're just, the team is on a rise a little bit. I really like him, and I think there's, yeah. Well, he's had it back for a minute, but they still weren't great even after he got it back. But yeah, they're looking better now. Next one, Eddie Nketiah. What do we? This is the one where I'm like not as 100%. He's 9% owned. He's a forward. You got the start and you got the goal. And with Sarah, I feel like he could not lock in that spot, but I feel like it's his to take, and I think he'll start the next game. So you got to look at who they play next and what's going on there. And Palace plays Manchester City next, which is not great, but yeah, I mean, I think there's something there. I think it's like depending on how competitive your league is, that might be one to hold on to for a minute. Any thoughts? They play Leeds after that too, so. All right, last two. Thierno.
Well, he's powering through him, and Nketiah, I really don't care.
You don't feel about that strongly. Yeah, I think he's probably. I'd probably take a lot of these other guys over him for sure.
I'm anxiously waiting for the next player that Keith is going to say.
Thierno Barry, Everton, forward, 31% owned. He got his first goal this season. Tico was high on him prior to the season. I think the general consensus with him among fans is that he's been looking better and better, and this goal was just a matter of time, and he finally got it. And the thought is that maybe he could kick on from here. Is that the idea?
Well, when the year started, remember who was the other striker? Like last year, he had Beto. It was Beto, and Bear was coming from a different league. Didn't know how it was going to adjust. I kind of just liked him because
he's younger.
Yeah. He did well. I think he came from the French league, or let me see which league did he come from. He came from La Liga. I'm sorry. He came from La Liga. He scored 11 points for Villarreal, who weren't terrible last year. And I think the way Everton played, there was going to be a lot of crosses and opportunity for him to score a goal. And he is 6'5". So,
there was a really insane stat with him about like successful like headers won or something with Barry from a few games ago. It was like crazy. Like he had a crazy amount of aerials won. 14. He had 14 aerials won, and this was against Man United on November 24th.
And I don't know if you guys saw it. He's rostered in both of our leagues by me. I saw he was starting, and I picked him up right away. And he didn't let me down. He scored 10 goals the game before.
10 points.
I'm sorry, 10 points, 1 goal. The game before he had 0 goals, 0 assists. He still had 10 points. So a couple of key passes, shots on target. So I think he's a player that could contribute in points besides goal contributions.
Totally. Last one on here, just got to give him a shout. We don't really talk about keepers that much, but Aaron Ramsdale is now starting for Newcastle because Nick Pope has an injury and will be out for a few weeks. So that might be, I think he's like above like replacement level. So he's probably better than what you can find on waivers. So if you're someone that's like always fishing around looking for a keeper and trying to play matchups, I think you could grab Ramsdale and start him for a few weeks now and rest easy on that.
How long is next 3 weeks, man? What I would say, if Pope is available in your league and you don't have a solid goalkeeper, stash him because Pope's been amazing this year.
You're saying when he comes back?
If he's available, he's averaging. He's having his best year, 11.2 points per game. If he's available, get him a stash him. He's available in both of our leagues.
What's the time frame?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. There's already that was a week ago.
Yeah. So expected to return on the 26th. So
yeah, so right around the Christmas period. That's hard though. It's hard to say that he's actually come back then now.
Well, I don't know if you guys remember last year, Pope fucked me over so many times because I kept putting a waiver wire claim for him and then dropping it.
I remember. Yeah, you're trying to be crafty. Yeah.
Yeah, but whatever. If you have a goalkeeper that you don't play the matchups, it's amazing. So Pope, he's 76%
It is
roster.
really nice.
I would suggest adding
It's really nice. I like having Flecken last year and then not having Flecken this year and actually having to like switch goalkeepers down again. It's a headache. It's almost just not worth it. Although Sanchez has been good. Yeah. But all right, boys. That's kind of all we got this week. Do you guys want to talk about are we round 16? Are we going to talk about making a bet or doing anything? Or no? Are we taking a hiatus?
I say we skip. Well, let me first I'll pull up, see what the games are.
Why don't we all agree on one game and we just bet on one game? Yeah, you question my manhood.
It's just one game. The payouts, like whatever, like who cares?
Okay, why don't we do 2 games then? I think we've been a little overambitious. Let's reel it back in a little bit. Let's get a few wins under our belt. You know, let's. No, but that's like the odds are going to be so absurdly bad for that. It's like, what's even the point? That's like betting 15,000 on LeBron to score 10 points to win $500. Did you hear about this? Did you hear about that? And then in the first time he hadn't hit it, yeah. It's like that's like the Arsenal thing. I thought it was 15. That's I don't know what it was, but yeah. Jeez.
All right. So Arsenal is minus 650.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna that's like nothing. You're gonna get cents on the dollar.
Tottenham's plus 180 against Forest. How do you feel about Newcastle versus Sunderland?
I think there's probably games where we can. I actually like that Tottenham line.
All right, how about this?
But Tottenham's been good away from home too. So
if we do Tottenham and Arsenal, it makes it plus 223. If we add in Newcastle, or actually, wait.
This is literally what we said we weren't gonna do.
No, you guys said that. What if we do Villa against West Ham? Villa's on form. They're plus 105 on the road.
Let's add Villa. They haven't been playing bad, but Villa's been playing very well.
Look at the last 4 games. Tie, lost, tie.
3 games. I'm in. That's it. I'm cutting hard cut there though. No more games.
Wait,
so City, Tottenham, Villa.
It's plus 562.
What?
Plus 562.
That's great. We love that.
How do we feel at Chelsea Everton?
We're not adding any more games.
All right. How do you feel about Liverpool Brighton?
We're not. Okay, listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. We're not adding any more games. Yeah, but we're not adding it.
It's the worst possible team that's playing one day.
Yeah, we're not betting on United. So United Bournemouth.
United Bournemouth.
We're not betting on that game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So adds it, makes it to plus 1100. All right.
Let's do that 3 and then we're done. Okay. Are we out of here?
Well, you guys don't want to talk. So we don't want to talk about how. Wait, no. I placed a bet. No, because in our second league, you guys were shitting on my team because you guys scored enough points, but now I'm 14 total points and tied for first. So I wanted to give a big suck it. Yeah. We're playing each other?
So yeah, I have more. I mean, Tico, I have more points than you.
Yeah, but I have a better record than you. Like,
yeah, you have 3 more wins than me, even though you have like 100 less points than me. It's BS.
Not 100, 70.
Okay, whatever. Just trying to ham it up for the fans.
But dude, we need to find a way to stop Tom. Also, I'm not. Oh, we're playing each other in the second league ends. Got it. Yeah, because I'm playing. I think Galacticos. Yeah. Trust me, I'll play.
You're like, it's like Luciano with Darth Vader in the cave.
You know what I mean? We're masturbating. can we talk about another player? I don't know if anyone will make it this far, but right now, Nori, man, what the hell?
Talk about drop off, you mean?
Well, he got injured. And the O'Reilly's been so good. Like, no point in.
Yeah.
Dude.
Frimpong.
Oh, dude, you have Doku and Kudus in this league.
Isak. There's been so many players. Salah. I mean, not as bad. But Eze has been not great.
Savio's been a disappointment.
Savio's been terrible, but he was 4th round. I mean, at that stage, but that wasn't a draft guy. Okay, this has been episode.
Pedro.
Okay, this has been episode. Pedro. Oh, okay, this has been episode.
Liam Delap, who got injured.
This has been episode 116 of Draft Offsides.
Cole Palmer.
My name is Keith. I'm with Tico Nenzo. Cole Palmer. Follow us at Draft Offsides, and we'll see you next week. Gokeres, fifth round pick or fifth overall pick. Sergio the other day trying to be like, I told you that was a good pick. Sergio saying that because he didn't pick Salah, he skipped over Salah in the 5th pick to go Gyökeres, and he was trying to. I was like, see, I knew that was going to be a good pick. And I'm like, dude, it still wasn't a good pick
because there were other players available besides our.
And also, Salah scored way better than Gyökeres.
Yeah, but he's done playing. I get all year for.
I know he's done playing now.
He's gonna end up better.
Yeah.
Keith, is Savio available?
For you want him?
Yeah.
So send me a trade for sure.
Reindeer games.
I dropped reindeer games. Why would I don't know.
He scored a goal.
Just strictly out of pride. Absolutely not.
What?
Yeah, I'm not gonna trade you a player I dropped a week and a half ago for a player that I've owned for the entire season. Just because I dropped, you picked up, you played it for 2 games. You think you're gonna turn it back to me? Or you oily fuck.
Dropping Sava.
You oily fuck. All right, we out of here. Oh yeah. I don't know if you have anything that I want.
What? Let's see. What? You don't think I have anyone I want? How dare you? Who do I have?
You don't even know what you got.
I'll give you Ruben Diaz, who's currently not on my team, but I put a waiver claim on him.
Yeah, so he's not even in your team. Is that what you just said?
Yeah. Hey, how about Estevao?
No, it'd be more like Amad Diallo.
Get the hell out of here.
Well, he's going to AFCON.
So you're like, is he not coming back?
I mean, who knows?
Hold up.
He's going to Africa.
Wow. All right, let's go back home. What can Ivory Coast? Let's see. AFCON.
He could get injured there. His knee could explode.
How did Ivory Coast do last AFCON tournament? I feel like they usually do well, don't they?
They should do all right.
Oh, they're the defending champions.
Ivory Coast won. Oh, you're right. They did.
Yeah.
Wow.
What was that?
Okay, I'm gonna offer. This is Song Sesko Alejandro.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna offer Phil Foden for Eberechi Eze and Evan Nielsen. What do you think? He has no forwards.
He's not gonna accept that.
I know he's not.
I'll give you Estevao and Liam Delap
for Eberechi Eze.
Yeah.
No,
what position are you looking for?
I would take a striker. I would take a mid.
Savio and Trossard.
You're trying to give me Savio.
Yeah. And
I have that headache already in another league. I don't want it in this league.
I either want him in both leagues or not have him in neither league. So you need to help me out with this. You need to work with me on this.
That sounds like a personal problem.
You have the same problem.
Yeah, but I'd rather have that issue once or not at all. I don't want it twice.
I'll give you Tillemans for Eze.
No. Tillemans has not been good since he's come back. Tell me.
He had a game where he had 17 points.
Yeah, and he came off the bench in that game.
No, he started.
No, I don't think he did.
Oh, no, he started. I mean, against
I don't think he
did. I'm looking at it right now, 74 minutes.
Yeah, I think he came in off the bench in like the 15th minute or something. And like I think someone got injured. Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Oh.
I'm not going to sit here and let you insult my players. I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'll give you João Pedro for Tillemans.
I guess. Oh, that's interesting.